God is personal. You do not prove God. You experience God. Greetings and welcome to Prayer Academy International. Today, we embark on an extraordinary journey into the heart of knowing God. Our theme is simple yet profound. God is personal. You do not prove God. You experience God. This truth will transform your life and deepen your relationship with Him. Draw nigh to God, and He will draw nigh to you. James 4 verse 8. In this video, we will explore the personal nature of God, why He cannot be proven through human reasoning alone, and how to experience Him daily through prayer, worship, and devotion. Let's begin. The personal nature of God. God is not a distant, impersonal force. He is a loving Father who desires to walk with us daily. From the beginning, He made man in His own image to share a relationship with Him. And the Lord God formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life. And man became a living soul. Genesis 2 verse 7. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. Isaiah 43 verse 1. Here are three compelling biblical examples of experiencing God. Abraham's call. Abraham's journey began with a direct encounter with God, establishing a covenant that would shape the destiny of many generations. This encounter was marked by a clear command and an extraordinary promise. Now the Lord had said unto Abram, Get thee out of thy country, unto a land that I will show thee. Genesis 12 verse 1. Moses at the burning bush. Moses encountered God in a miraculous and personal way through the burning bush. This encounter transformed Moses from a shepherd to the leader chosen to deliver Israel from Egyptian bondage. And the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a flame of fire out of the midst of a bush. Double quotes Exodus 3 verse 2. Paul on the road to Damascus. Paul's dramatic encounter with God turned his life completely around. From being a zealous persecutor of Christians, he became one of the most devoted and influential apostles of Christ. And he fell to the earth, and heard a voice saying unto him, Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? Acts 9 verse 4. You do not prove God. Efforts to prove God through human intellect often fall short because the divine transcends human comprehension. Science and philosophy can explore creation, but cannot fully grasp the Creator. God's ways are beyond the limitations of our understanding. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Isaiah 55 verse 8. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of God, for they are foolishness unto him. 1 Corinthians 2 verse 14. Faith over proof. The relationship with God is built on faith, not empirical evidence. Faith serves as the foundation for knowing and experiencing God, bridging the gap between humanity and the divine. But without faith it is impossible to please Him. For he that cometh to God must believe that He is. Hebrews 11 verse 6. Faith calls for trust in God's existence and promises, recognizing that He reveals Himself not through proof, but through relationship and spiritual insight. Experiencing God in everyday life. Prayer as a gateway to God. Prayer is a profound means of encountering God. It allows us to communicate with Him, share our hearts, and receive guidance. True prayer involves not only speaking, but also listening, creating space for God's voice in our lives. Worship and devotion. Worship extends beyond music and church gatherings. It is a way of living, marked by surrender and a heart devoted to God. By meditating on His Word and focusing on His presence, we draw nearer to Him in spirit and truth. God is a spirit, and they that worship Him must worship Him in spirit and in truth. John 4 verse 24. Everyday acts of faith, like prayer, worship, and obedience, create opportunities to experience God's presence and transformative power in our lives. Testimonies of encountering God. A woman healed from illness. A powerful testimony of divine healing, showcasing God as the ultimate healer who hears the prayers of His people and restores health. A man saved from addiction. A story of transformation where God's grace delivered a man from the chains of addiction, setting him free and giving him a renewed purpose in life. These testimonies highlight the reality of a personal God who is actively involved in human lives, offering healing, deliverance, and hope. They remind us of His power to intervene and transform. Living in the experience of God. When we encounter God, our lives are transformed, and the evidence of that relationship is seen in our character and actions. These are the fruits of the Spirit, qualities that reflect God's presence within us. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. Galatians 5 verse 22. Sharing the experience. One of the greatest joys of experiencing God is sharing that experience with others. By testifying to His goodness and living a life that reflects His love, we inspire others to seek Him too. Let your light so shine before men, that they may see your good works, and glorify your Father, which is in heaven. Matthew 5 verse 16. Taste and see that the Lord is good. Psalm 34 verse 8. A call to experience God. God invites you to experience His love, power, and presence in your daily life. Seek Him through prayer, worship, and the study of His Word. As you do, you'll discover that life with God is abundant and transformative. Subscribe to Prayer Academy International for more inspiring content to deepen your faith journey.